Alright, we are back for the fourth and final part of Chili's long drive, and it was a really long drive, and it only ends because his phone cuts out eventually. That's the funny part, he's driving and it just cuts out. I'd like to think he's not in jail currently, but his actions, man, I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out he gets arrested very soon. I will not be surprised at all. Anyway, let's just hop right back in.
He started pushing buttons on his computer and then he had to go. Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. I was telling this earlier to delete Law's clips, What I do is hard. Coming in front of hundreds of people and bearing your soul and telling the truth about your life is hard. Admitting you got arrested for shoplifting at 18 years old, it's hard. It's hard to admit the truth. It's hard to face down cops. It's hard to go live. Did you know that? Delete Law's clips is working for just Scratch. It's working for Scratch. So it just pisses me off. It pisses me off watching a cop tell me that he chose to do this. You chose to do what, bro? You chose to be a thief? You chose to steal our money? And then I said, if I'm doing 85, you're going to pull me over? And he said, I can't really say. Oh, so you just arbitrarily decide who you're going to call a bad person and who you're going to call a good person? And then these bootlickers, cop suckers, who got that cop stick all the way down their throat, down into their stomach, well, you shouldn't speed. Shut it. Shut it. Now, look, when there's tons of traffic everywhere, like there is right now, I'm doing the speed limit because there's too many people around. But when this is open road over here, why do I got to do 75? Why do I got to do 75? For what? For what? Because there's a posted sign that says that that's what I have to do. I'm going up to 85. I'm going up to 85. F you. F you. Really. He chose to do that, he said. I chose to do this. You chose to do it, bro? Yeah, you chose to do it. You chose to be an oppressor. You chose to steal people's money. You chose to be an order follower. You chose to fee and fine people. You chose to put... I said, how many people do you arrest a week? And he said, I've lost count. I got a right to go home safe to my family. I've only ruined so many people, I can't count them all. I've ruined so many people. Grateful. We got a copper. Sitting there with your lights on. What's the emergency? Is that an emergency? Is that the same copper? Wanted to pull over because there's an emergency. Is there an emergency? He's on the side of the road with his emergency lights on. Say, is there an emergency? Come up here. Is there an emergency, copper? Is there an emergency? Why are you on the side of the road? Is there an emergency?
That's right, you guys. The cop is in that car way back there, like 50, 60 feet away from him, right on the interstate highway, so no way the cop can hear him. The cop just sees Chili's car stop, maybe, and he's wiggling his hand out the window, and, that's about it. And then Chili drives away. He's stupid. He's a freaking psycho.
What's the emergency? Garbage. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. Hiding on the side of the road. Just sitting there hiding. So people are like, why do you not like cops, Chili? How come you have such disdain for police? Why do you have such a sour look on your face when you talk about cops or you look at cops? Did you see that? He had his emergency lights on until I pulled up, and then he turned them off. Why are your emergency lights on the side of the road? I want to intimidate people. I want to show that I'm here. For what? To intimidate us. To remind us that we're in a police state. Cop pulls over on the side of the road with his emergency lights on. Okay, I'll pull over. Your emergency lights are on. If there's an emergency, I want to know what it is. Why are you pulled over with your emergency lights on the side of the road? For what? For what? Why? To remind you that you're in a police state. Pigs. Absolute total pigs. Absolute pigs. That's why I don't like cops. Right there. Right there. Why are you on the side of the road with your emergency? Rights protectors should have the smallest imprint on society possible. They shouldn't park their cars in the middle of the road. They shouldn't be pulling people over unless they're an actual danger to society. And that's what I'm talking about. But yet, people drive by that pig on the side of the road with his lights on, and they just accept it for the way it is. I don't accept that. Here comes the piggy. Let's see what this piggy's gonna do. Let's see what this piggy's gonna do. Let's see. Is that the same piggy? I don't know how to flip the camera. Is that the same piggy on the side of the road? I can't tell. Is he slowing? Well, let me slow down and just get behind him and see how he likes it. I'm following him now. I just juice the brakes so he can go around me. How do you like it, piggy? How do you like being followed like that? Does that feel good? Knowing that a man's following you? You don't know my intentions? How does it feel? How does it feel, piggy? How does it feel? You like that?
Okay, some people are saying they're burnt out on Chili, but this is where I get a lot of entertainment because this is psychotic behavior. This is crazy. It's not like he's doing the same junk he always does. He says car following a cop right now. It's nuts. After he pulled up to a cop, starts talking to a cop on the road, pulls in front of another cop, and now he's following a cop. This guy's trying to get arrested at this point because he thinks it's going to spark some kind of movement. And I think it's interesting, but I don't think it's going to do anything but get his dumbass back in jail. I find it all very interesting.
Is that a nice feeling? Feel good about that? Oh, he'd have no problem doing it to you. He'd pull behind you. Your stomach could go through your heart. You'd be nervous and afraid. He'd have no problem doing it to you. He'd have zero problem doing what I'm doing. Oh, he punched it. Now he's doing 90. I don't know how to flip this camera around. I don't know how to flip. So DLZ clips, we got to learn how I can flip my camera around on here. He took off. He's doing 90. I can't do 90. I can't do 90, but he can do 90 to get away from me because there's someone following him and he doesn't know what the man's intentions are. Just think about that for a moment. I can't follow him or he'll punch it because he doesn't know what my intentions are. Do you know what his intentions are? We know what his intentions are. His intentions are to pull me over, to terrify me. Then his goal is to arrest me, steal my car, take my money, put me in a dungeon, begin the pyramid system where they take my license, impound my car. I can never catch up. And then if I drive without my license by going to work, then I go to jail for driving without a license. I'm charged with a felony soon enough. But I can't follow him because he'll take off like a rocket. That's so funny. I pulled over there and then he pulled out. He sped up to get behind me. So then I got over here. I punched my brakes. He went ahead of me. I got behind him. He took off like a rocket. What's the matter? What's the matter, piggy? You don't like the cat mouse game? It's not fun for you? It's not a good time? You're not having fun with this? You took off like a rocket. You're not having a good time, piggy? It's not fun someone following you? I'm pissed. It makes me sick. And so many people just accept this. So many people just accept that a cop can get behind them and freak them out. They just accept it. They openly go, oh, it's fine. He's just doing his job. No, he's not. His job is to hurt you. His job is to take your money. His job is to fee you, fine you, to take away your money. Looks like he pulled over up here. What do we got going on here? Oh, we got a bunch of piggies. Undercover truck. Undercover cop car. Side of the road here.
Alright, this is nuts, because it looks like they actually have a car pulled over back there or something. He stopped and confronted one cop, and then he stopped and like waved his hand out the window earlier to another, and now he's doing it again. Man, this is then he cut in front of a cop, or what? What did he say? He cut in front of a cop. Oh man, he's trying to get arrested, and he wonders why he's all paranoid and thinks the police are messing with him. It's probably because you're messing with the police, you know, and now they're gonna mess with you, idiot.
So, Tesh Lines versus Danforth, 1943. Virgil Griffith is going to write this holding for the Mississippi State Supreme Court that says that you have a right to stop anywhere that you deem necessary on the side of the road. So, as a journalist and as someone who deeply cares about other people's lives from dying, I have every right to pull over on the side of the road because that's my freedom. So, you know, these dunce caps on here, all these dunce caps, you guys are so stupid. The people who are the haters, and you're a dunce cap, bro. You didn't do the research on Tesh Lines versus Danforth, because the truth is that I have every right to stop on the side of the road if I want to. Every right. I'm doing the speed limit here so that way they can catch up and pull me over if they feel like they want to catch up and pull me over. I'm not going to speed, but the guy got away clean, so I'm just going to make sure that once he got away, that I don't need to be there.
Oh, the guy got away clean? How do you possibly know that, you frickin' psychopath? How do you know the guy got away clean? You frickin' pulled up, you waved your arm out the window, and then you drove away, and now you're like, oh, if they want to pull me over, and it's like, oh, did that guy get away clean if they pulled you over somehow? I mean, there was multiple cops there, like you said. That would be stupid for you to think, oh, they're just gonna let him go now, because they're like, oh, there's Chili DeCastro's arm waving out that window. We can spot that anywhere from 50 feet away. Chili's just a paranoid schizophrenic, and this is what I think, and it's honestly what I think. It's nuts. He's just nuts.
But I'm not going to tolerate it anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. Everybody's sick and tired of this. Sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired. Filthy pigs. Came out and waved to me. Waved to me? You waved to me? How about you just leave the guy alone? How about you just leave that person alone? How about that? And they had an undercover truck that had that guy pulled over. For what? It was a young guy. The guy was in his 20s. That guy was young. I'm in the slow lane here. If you guys want to catch up, I'd like to have that conversation. Let's have it. It would be my pleasure to have that conversation. You got to be sick and tired of it. You've got to be sick and tired of this system. If you're not sick and tired of this system, then you're okay with it. And you're one of those people who goes, Tesh Lines versus Danforth is not a Supreme Court case. Did you read the holding? Did you read how Virgil Griffith ties together your right to stop with your right to travel? Did you read the holding and the legal precedent that Virgil Griffith set with Tesh Lines versus Danforth? I would be more than willing to go to court using Virgil Griffith's holding in Mississippi Supreme Court from 1943. You have a right to stop. And pigs in our country are killing and kidnapping people constantly. He's coming up, so I'm slowing down. I'm going to slow down here, see if he wants to catch up. He's in the slow lane. Okay, there you go. Now I can pull right in front of him. There you go. Now I'm right in front of him. Now he's behind me. There he is right there. Piggy's right behind me. I slowed down so he could catch up and get behind me. So now he's right behind me. What are you going to do, Piggy? What are you going to do? I'm ready to have the conversation. Let's have it. I'm going to slow down a little bit more. So the speed limit's 75, and now I'm doing 68. Now he's doing 65. Let me switch over here to this lane. I'll slow down in this lane and see if he wants to catch up. I'm doing 68 and a 75, Copper. You're right there. Come on. Let's have the conversation, bro. Let's have it out. Now he's doing even slower. I'm doing 68. He's doing 65. Fucking coward. Coward. Yeah, you're really a badass with people who don't know their rights. You're really a badass. Stealing people's money. It's just never ending. You want to know what my disdain is? It's this. It's the same Piggy who couldn't take me following him. Let's see, is he going to pull off on the exit? No, he stayed on. He didn't exit. Let's see what he's going to do. Going so slow. I mean, like I can't go any slower without him having a reason to pull me over. But if he pulls me over for no good reason, bang, mother.
What, Chili?
But if he pulls me over for no good reason, bang, bang, mother. Bang, bang, mother. Bang, bang, mother. That's when I have rights, and I can use my rights against him. Let me go back over into the slow lane, pull right in front of him. There we go. Now I'm right in front of you. Just me and you, little Piggy. I'm right here, brah. Make your move, Piggy. Make your move. He's slowing down. Fucking pig. Look, you can't even see him anymore. He's slow. He's slowing down. Of course you are, Piggy. Of course you are. Because you're a damn coward when it comes to a real man who knows his rights. You're a damn coward. I'm going back up to 75. Some days my knee hurts like hell. So I have something torn in there. I've got something, either a ligament or a tendon or cartilage is torn inside of there. But, you know, it's like these cops, I don't think, you know, some of these guys, like those Blankenship brothers, apparently one of those Blankenships is a pretty good high school football player. But a lot of these guys aren't really alpha males. And the only way they are enter into the alpha male world is by using the color of law to dominate you and take dominion over you. And that's the problem that I have. Because the truth is, even at my age 48, a lot of these pigs couldn't have dominion over me without a badge and a gun. And so I don't like them. I guess you guys know that by now. I guess you know that by now. But I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of watching it. I'm just going to keep on pulling over when I see them on the side of the road, and I'm going to have the conversation. Why can't we talk about it? I'm a journalist. I've got almost 1,000 videos on my page. Okay, we got another little piggy here. Oh, don't hit that speed too high. Oh, they're probably targeting me now. They're probably radioing back and forth. That's definitely a piggy behind me. I'm going to slow down, let them catch up. Drop down to 70. Now, you see all the cars passing me because I slowed down? I'll show you. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. If you're gonna do it, do it. Don't you want to play cat and mouse? Me too. I'm playing. Let's play the game, piggy. Oh, he's pulling off. He's pulling off. I'm not intimidated. Hey, you guys are watching. If you're watching the video, I'm not intimidated. I don't give a shit about you, bro. You weak ass punk. He pulled off. Pulled over on the median and pulled over. Sped up to the back of me and then pulled over. This car just caught up. If you're not sick and tired of it, you can't be like me, and I understand that. You can't really feel my pain and my disdain and my true angst for these tyrants in our country if you're not really sick and tired of it. But you had to be arrested 20 or 30 times like I was for no reason. Arrested for jet skiing after dark. That's a problem. That's a problem. You're arresting 23-year-old guys on the lake for having a jet ski on the lake after 6 p.m. when there was nobody around and there was no injury. You can look it up. It was in Texas. They took me to jail in Texas. You can still find my mugshot. I'm wearing an orange suit and I got a big smile and I got braces. You can find it. It's online. These cops are playing games with me now. So let's play. I slowed down to 70. Let's play. You guys want to play? I'm playing. Come on, man. Make your move.
Chili, I seriously doubt the judge is watching you. I doubt those cops are currently watching you, especially while they're driving around their trucks and working. I seriously doubt they're like, oh, let's watch some YouTube. What YouTuber can they watch? Oh, that guy that hates cops. And then, oh, what? He just happens to be driving through town today? You're paranoid, you're schizophrenic, and you're stupid. It's a lot of negative qualities about you. At least you got a lot of ambition, but the ambition's probably gonna land you in jail because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Anyway, we'll wrap this one up there. He lags out after this. He's driving off out of the city again, and he starts to lose service. And then we don't hear from him again. So hopefully he's not in jail. If he's behaving this way, he might be. You never know, man. You never know with this guy.
Make your move. They're going to make their move. Make it. My ferocious dog might come at you, though. Could you imagine them shooting my dog for barking at them? I can imagine that. I can imagine them shooting my dog for barking. These guys are terrible, man. These guys are absolutely terrible.